Good morning, everybody, or good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm still sick. I'm still battling this head cold. Voice has definitely gotten better because in the beginning of this week and last week, I was like losing my voice completely. But now I have clogged ears and it's really annoying, and I still have this annoyance cough and my throat is still sore. So I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to deal with this cold. I'm trying really hard not to go to the doctor to get antibiotics because I hate going to the doctor for like stuff that can probably just go away at home on its own with medicine. But if this lasts for like another week, I'm most definitely going to have to go in. So, you guys are going to hear me clear my throat a few times in this video. Hopefully, I can kind of hold it off and not do it so much. But today, I'm going to be doing a comparison video because I just got this new pocket in the mail, and one is Filofax and one is not Filofax. So, if you guys have been following me for quite a bit, you know that something's always changing with me. I am still in my TN over here. That has not changed. That has definitely not changed. And actually, I've kind of changed a few things within my weekly section, and you'll see why. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed in myself for that one too, but you'll see why. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the inserts that are in here. I kind of put this in here because I set it up this way yesterday, but I'm going to take out the inserts so we can kind of do like a comparison between the two. So I'm going to go ahead and do that really quick off camera, and then we're going to come back. All right, and we're back. So I went ahead and pulled out the inserts from both of these. Now, both of these are pocket planners. And the reason why I'm showing these to you, and it'll make sense in a moment, but the reason why I'm showing you these is because, oh my God, I can't talk. They are almost exactly the same, except for this one is a luxe. So if I had gotten the Domino Soft, the Filofax Domino Soft, then this would just be the shiny patent leather instead of the quilted. But this is very resemblant to this in the way that they're set up. So they both have the elastic closure. Now this elastic closure is tied underneath the rings, and this one is a lot looser and stretchier, and I think that's because one, I probably stretched out my elastic a lot more. So, and I wonder if I can zoom out. I can't. So yeah, I think I most likely stretched out my elastic a little bit more so than it originally came to me, because I do kind of remember this being a little tight, but with use, it definitely stretched out. Secondly, the elastic on this one is super tight. If you watch the video when I said Filofax Dupe, Filofax Personal Domino Dupe or something like that, whatever that title is for that video, the elastic on that one I was saying was really tight too, but it had really small rings. This elastic is just as tight as that one. Now the backings for these, you both can see that, or you can see that both of them don't have like that spine. They just have like the screws. So, I mean, very similar in construction. The only difference between the two is the elastics. And once you get inside the pocket planner, you'll see the configuration on the inside is different as well. So standing side by side next to each other, The Filofax Domino Luxe is a tad bit taller, to be honest with you. It doesn't look like it is, but it definitely is a tad bit taller and a tad bit wider too. So it's taller and wider. And then just looking at it from the top view, you can also see that the ring configuration is definitely more bigger on the Filofax versus the Lebon's Dupe here. So, I mean, if you're into compact planners, this would be your go-to. So when you open this up, it's gonna have some stuff there. When you open this up, this is fairly pliable. When you open this one up, it's soft too, but it's more stiff, if that makes sense. So this fabric is more stiff. There's probably like some lining in here, which kind of keeps this together so that it keeps its shape. But it's way more stiff than this one. This one doesn't have any lining on the inside. It's very like floppy and like you can bend it, you can maneuver it. It's very floppy. The pockets are very tight too. So, I mean, the pockets on here are a little loose and they were like that anyway when I first got it. So like not super, super tight pockets, but you know, tight enough where they would hold something in them. But that is that. Also, this one has more like a fabric lining on the inside versus this one, which is just all the PVC, or not PVC, PU leather. Oh my gosh, where did I get PVC from? But this one, as you can see, the elastic closure has these little metal things on the outside, on the inside, I mean, and when you pull the closure closed, then they kind of lay flat. Opposed to this, you don't see it at all. If you really want to, though, you can change this elastic out, which I think is neat. You can also change it on the Filofax, but you'll have a hassle trying to get this little knot on the inside. You'll have a hassle. I mean, with tweezers, you can get that out and then, you know, probably chop it and pull it out and then tie a new one there. But I don't find that too easy because then you'd have to worry about getting the new string through like this loop. So it's not super easy to change it out, but it is. On this one, you actually have grommets. So you can actually slip this out through the other end if you really want to change the elastic on here. Or if you don't want to use the elastic at all, you just want to have it, you know, as a cover without a closure. So, I mean, you can do that as well. The rings on here are super tiny. I mean, just looking at it, it's really, really tiny. And the rings on here are just bigger, all in all. Just bigger rings. Pocket configuration for the two, this one has like a slant kind of pocket. It's still side pocket, but it's kind of like slanted a little bit, as to where this one is just straight down, straight cut, and then they also give you a little slit on the inside, which this isn't a separate pocket. This just goes into the bigger pocket in the back. But they give you a slit here if you want to put a card, which is kind of the same configuration I have on the bigger version of this planner here. Labeling, gold foil labeling on the bottom left here, and also an embossment of the Filofax labeling on the bottom here. So where they put their labeling is exactly the same, except for this one is foil embossed and this one is actually like carved in, or this one is stamped, I should say. So that is the comparison between the two. Oh, before I completely dismiss this, there's indentation on here, but that isn't like the Filofax here. So there's no indentation like that's put into this actual cover on here. The only indentation that they have is right here up at the top where you see the small V, and it's also here on the Filofax too. And that's just to protect your cover from ripping and also from like denting into this material. What I think they should have added on the black one though, which is the dupe, I think they should have added an indentation along the cover sides so that it doesn't leave that mark. But I mean, it doesn't really bother me. If it bothers you, then I mean, I would definitely just go with the Filofax, as it's going to be a better quality product for you. But to be honest with you, they're very close in quality. I mean, this feels really premium, if not better. This actually feels better in my hands. I love touching this. I love rubbing this, holding this, opposed to this, because we all know that I just could not use the Filofax. It just didn't feel right to me. And it still doesn't feel right to me. So, I mean, if this is what you are going for, then maybe the Filofax is your best bet. But this one, and I'm so terribly sorry about that blur, this one feels very premium and more smooth and soft. It just feels really supple, almost like real leather. I hate to say that, but it really does feel like real leather in the hands. Like, it just, the way you hold it, the way you glide your hands across it, and then when you open it and just feel how floppy it is, it just feels like real leather. Price differences. This one is listed, and I'm not sure exactly what the price is, but this one is listed for about $26, I think. And you can kind of find it floating around Amazon for like 17, some are 20, some are 26. I mean, the prices fluctuate between the sellers, but you can kind of find the I can't talk, Filofax floating around with that price dimension or price range. Oh my gosh, what is going on with me? This one is a whopping $10 and some change. And I actually found another seller who was selling this for about $4 or $5, but they didn't offer Amazon Prime, so I didn't go with that seller. But had I went with that seller, I could have got this a lot cheaper for what I paid for it. But this actually went for about $10 with other sellers, and I actually like how flat this planner sits just on its own, like with nothing in it at all. I just love how flat this just sits to the table, opposed to my Filofax here, which has some sort of a stiffener in it. It doesn't necessarily sit as flat. I mean, with things in it, you could sit it flat, but it doesn't necessarily sit flat on its own. So that's something to consider. So what I ended up buying this for is I ended up buying this to use this as my wallet. I'm still using the Filofax inserts. Well, it came with inserts and it also came with stickers. So this is a stack of inserts that I had in it. I know. Can you believe that this was in these little tiny rings? So it came with its own inserts and also some stickers. And I'll just go ahead and show you those real quick. So it came with dot grid, blank, and lined inserts. And it also came with a sticker pack, which also had like the number of the months with like these little bunnies on there. So, oh, and weather icons. So I went ahead and took the stickers out. I just tried one on this sheet, but I don't think I'm going to be using the stickers. Oh, I also forgot to mention that it came with grid. So if you're looking for grid, this is what it looks like. And trying to do this on camera is so freaking hard. But I decided to go ahead and set this up as my not so much planner or bullet journal, but more so wallet. And the reason being is because, as I mentioned with my standard TN, I just simply cannot use that as a wallet. It's just too big, it's too bulky, it's heavy on top of that. I cannot use that as a wallet. I just cannot. So this is really small and compact. I wanted something small and compact like this. Um Simply because, to be honest with you, I just don't. I don't want to be that person at the line in the grocery store who is holding up because I'm trying to get my million and one things that are falling out to work. So I thought I would go ahead and purchase, and all I'm doing is trying to get these back in here if you're wondering. I thought I would go ahead and purchase this little thing and just set it up, making sure my phone numbers aren't showing. Thought I would go ahead and set it up as so, and something's not aligning here. So it's this. So I kind of took these inserts out of my Filofax Domino, and I really hope I didn't show anything right there. And I took these inserts out of there to put in here, and I actually took these out just now so that I could show you guys this setup. But it's being a pain in the ass trying to get them back in here like fluently. It should be easy, but it's so hard on camera to do. So I'm just kind of maneuvering it right now. And hopefully I got them all in here. I think I bumped the camera. Perfect. All right, so I got all of the inserts in here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put my cards back in here. So see, things are making sense. These pockets are really tight, so if you are worried about your cards falling out, trust me, they will not fall out in this pocket. They just will not. These pockets are really, really, really tight on here. There's little paper bits in here. So I'll do a quick flip. So the front is just what I'm using this for. The front just has like a master grocery list. I also keep my budget for what I want to spend on groceries in here. There's also some recipe ideas. So I'm still writing like my grocery list or list in general in my TN, but I'm also taking what's in here and just putting it in here for what I would call my master grocery list, or like my finished grocery list. So this is really all the things that I would buy. So I'm taking from what I created in my TN and I'm putting what I actually want in here. And any dinner ideas that I want to actually make this month, I'm putting it in here as well, so that when I go to the grocery store, I can pick up these ingredients. And that's really how I'm using this. It's just chicken scratch, grocery ideas, anything primarily. And then this section here, and I'm going to be so careful not to show it. This section here is phone numbers and banking info. So it's covered off like this so no one can see it. I went ahead and set this up when I didn't have this planner. I went ahead and set this up for my Filofax. But really all this is a folder that I cut down, which now houses like sticky notes and flags. And then the little fly leaf that I had in my Filofax, I now have it in here, and it now holds like flags and sticky notes, just decoration. I actually use these, so really it's not decoration. And then in here, just the remaining. And why is my camera moving like that? Oh my gosh. And then you also have this ending of this, what is it called? Dashboard divider. And then the back of this. I actually have this notebook back here to chunk it up because I like my planners chunky. So I have this notebook in the back to chunk it up. But that is that, guys. That is what I have going on. And why is my camera moving like that? So irritating. That's so irritating. I think I fixed it where it doesn't move anymore. Okay, perfect. I did. Oh my god, it was irritating me. So that is my wallet. I just wanted to show you guys that because I just don't want to be that person who pulls out their freaking um, planner in the grocery store, and then everything is just like all over the place. You have your planner, you have your papers flying. I just don't want to carry this and pull it out at the grocery store. I still want to carry it, but I just don't want to do it at the grocery store. This is actually a clip, not a clip. This is actually a keyring clip, and I just pulled it off and put it on here. I thought it was so cute. But I actually ended up having to change out my weeks. Is it weeks? Yeah. I actually ended up having to change out my weeks. And here's why. Um, we're going to flip to my weeks really quick. I had to change out my weeks because I ended up messing up the weeks, okay? I just ended up messing them up altogether. I'm trying to get this situated for you all so it's in frame. We'll move my pencil pouch. We'll move this. We'll move that. I keep bumping my camera. And we'll sit this here. So I ended up having to change it out because I ended up messing up my freaking weeks. What I did, I'll bookmark that. What I did actually is I went ahead and started labeling all of the freaking days. And when I did that, I wasn't aware that I had actually skipped a day. And I don't know if I still have it. I might have thrown them out because I was so just disappointed in myself. Like, so disappointed. Actually, no, I still have them. So I can kind of show you what they look like. It is a total wreck. We'll move this for a second. Yeah, this was my weekly insert. And so as you can see, it kind of went great in the beginning. I kind of, set this up and it was great. And then I started, going. This is also where I messed up. So I ended up doing November, even though I wrote on this. So I did that all the way for November. And then when I got to December, I skipped a day, as you can see with all the white. I started doing 2, 3, oh no, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I did that all the way through the end of December. Then I went back to do my month and realized that something doesn't add up. Why are these dates not the same? It's because I skipped a day and I had to go back, and I went back with labels and covered up my mistake, and just simply I was not okay with how that looked. I was very disappointed. I was so disappointed in the way that I did this that I dismantled this to see if there was anything that I could do to salvage it. And no, I couldn't salvage it. I ruined the freaking insert. I ruined it. I actually cut this cover down because I was going to use it for the weeks that I have in my book now. And I was just upset. I was just upset that I just completely ruined an insert, a perfectly good insert. It all started when I actually wrote October at the end, and then I finished it off with December, and I was just like, why did I do that? So I had a blank insert that I actually pulled out of this book that came with the Traveler's Notebook. I had a blank insert, and what I did, and I don't know why my camera keeps jumping. I'm so sorry for that, guys, if that's annoying you. It's annoying me. But back on topic. I ended up cutting down some watercolor paper as a cover, labeling it, and then putting my flag at the top. And then just using that stapled insert. I took the cover off of that insert, by the way, but I just went ahead and used the stapled insert and went ahead and did like a standard my weekly that I'm so used to, because I'm so used to this kind of layout anyway. And I'm not finished. I'm definitely not finished with this, but I just decided that I'm going to do my weeks this way. And then if I find a different layout, I will do it in pencil first to see if it works, and then I will go over it with my fine liners. But I actually went ahead and did this with just my fine liners, no pencil, because I knew I'm fairly relevant with this layout. So I wasn't afraid to like mess this up because I always do this layout. But I ended up having to go to a blank insert for my weeklies. I'm upset, but I'm not upset, mainly because now this just gives me more flexibility to do whatever the heck I want. But I was so ready to go with the other insert. So that is that. Also in here, I did not like the way the front, where is it? My monthly. I did not like the way the front of my insert looked, because remember I was saying that they kind of printed this funny where it starts on Thursday through Sunday, and then the back is like a Monday through Wednesday type of ordeal. And I didn't know if I should flip the insert around when I was done. But someone commented on my video and let me know that it was just easier to print that way. So I actually took her advice and just went ahead and decorated the front of that, because it was such an eyesore to open up and see your week, and it looked funny. So I just went ahead and decorated this one. Would have did this for my well, this is the monthly, but I would have did this for my weeks, except for I ruined it. The only problem with doing this is there's still a lot of that ghosting. So if this is going to bother you a whole lot, I definitely don't recommend doing this, because this paper is super duper thin. But you can do it if you choose to. These markers, I mean, whatever you use, regardless, it's gonna bleed through. I just wrote monthly calendar there. I drew an owl. This is not my drawing. I actually copied this from Google, but only because I couldn't think of what to put there. So I went straight to Google. Usually I would draw my own. And then I just put a quote there that says, "It was great to see the owls." I said. She smiled. "Yes, they're wild things, of course, killer savages. They're wonderful." I thought that was so cute. I don't know, because sarcasm is the rage. But I want to show you guys those stickers really quick. So the sticker pack that I got actually has like all the months. So I just used the first, well, this month, which is the 10th month. No, what month is this? The 9th month. I used that one in my pocket. Then I put 10 and 11 and 12 in here. And that's what they look like. They're just little bunny rabbits, which I thought were so cute. I think I actually have the sticker sheet. See if I can pull it out really quick for you guys, because my video is getting pretty long and I don't want my camera to cut off on you all like it usually does when I'm filming. So I'm trying to be quick. But it came with this sticker pack, and it just has the month. So month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then of course I use the other ones in my planner. So this is what the sticker pack looks like, or the little sticker sheets they gave me. And then also that pocket planner came with dividers too. These are the inserts I took out of my Filofax that I was just storing. But they came with those dividers too, which I actually compared them to the ones that came with my personal. And these are actually shinier than the ones that came with my personal. So yeah, that's all that I have for you guys. Probably Tuesday's video, I don't know what Monday or Tuesday's video is going to be, but it will be a video Monday or Tuesday. So don't worry just because I did a video today that there's not going to be a video for next week. There's definitely going to be one. But that is all I have for you guys. Thank you to all of my new subscribers as always. Thank you for joining me on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for all the suggestions and comments that you leave me down below, and also the love that you share, or just encouraging words or compliments, whatever. Thank you for that. It definitely helps me keep going at this. It doesn't help me if you guys don't let me know that you like the video. So it helps me know what you guys are interested in by leaving your comments and suggestions down below. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. I'm going to go ahead and end this video and probably find myself somewhere with breakfast because I haven't ate, and I definitely have not taken any medicine. So I'm going to leave you on that note, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.